What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to some cinematic trailers for both the Old Republic and The Force Unleashed, plus some other little things from the Old Republic to just expand my knowledge on all this stuff that happened way before the main, Star Wars universe stuff. Because for so long, I've heard so much about the Old Republic, everything that's come before The Phantom Menace, and it has sounded absolutely insane, and it feels like I'm missing out on a whole massive world of story. So I thought this would be the best time to start diving into that older stuff of Star Wars, considering we've just finished Rogue One, just finished Rebels, and now we're heading into what's beyond the Empire. So we're entering a new age of Star Wars. And I just like to think about how the original trilogy came out first, and then they went into the past, and then they started carrying on into the future. So I'm just really excited to get into that, but I think the best thing to do is dive into the oldest bits first, and just find out what on earth the whole Sith Empire is, what all these other Sith are, and I'm hoping that this will dive into some of that. But yeah, huge shout out to Heyhu for putting these playlists together. The links to them will be in the description. And as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And with that said, let's just dive on in. Okay, to begin, we will be watching Star Wars The Old Republic Return Cinematic Trailer. Straight off with the themes, nice.
Korriban, ancient birthplace of the Sith.
Korriban.
We believed ruins were all that remained of the
I know, that's
Empire.
Malak, that's a different thing. This is where Yoda went with Darth Bane, right? Clone Wars.
I swear, I had no idea what was in those crates. I'm innocent.
You were smuggling Sith artifacts, Captain.
Okay,
Fine,
a lot of questions.
the artifacts.
Clone trooper armor? That looks insanely similar. This is way in the past, right?
Just inspecting the troops, Corporal.
Triall, what's wrong?
I sense a great darkness.
Okay, here's the Jedi. Nice to see a Darth Maul looking Jedi. I'm sure we saw one before. Gun Dai. That was like a Darth Maulian Jedi, right? Or is he a different species?
Sith Empire has returned.
That's the Sith Empire? Honestly, not sure what I was expecting. They look like regular Empire stuff. I guess I was expecting them to all be black and red.
Well, guess who's got the fastest ship in the sector?
Station defenses breach. All hands evacuate.
I love how everything looks so similar to, I guess, modern Star Wars, as on their current time. Even though this is I'm sure this is meant to be thousands of years in the past, right? Yeah, the Sith are around. Yoda, 1,000 years extinct. Yeah, everything still looks remarkably similar. What do Sith soldiers look like in the Empire? Okay, go on, destroy them. Is that a destroyer? These are old destroyers look like. Without the shields, they are useless.
My ship!
Yeah, a bit crushed.
She's not pretty, but she's tough.
Who's this? Now this looks Sith Empire, black and red.
This is our fight.
Who do we have here? Yeah, definitely Sith. You look cool. Cloak with a weird looking mask. And dual-bladed lightsaber. Awesome. Okay, this choreography is awesome. I love how fast it is, and I love that both the Jedi and the Sith, one of them's got a single blade while the other's got a dual blade. And lightning, yep, oh great. So is this Sith and Apprentice yet, or are we at that point yet? Where's Darth Bane? Oh, see, okay, you didn't get the ship.
Go, Triall. You must walk a different path.
Triall, okay, you're, I guess, okay, separation. You get both. That is awesome. I love this trailer. This looks so awesome. Oh, cinematic, not a trailer. Yeah. And you destroy the ship.
Guns now.
Have we ever seen someone use a dual blade and a single blade at the same time? Oh, red face. Red face people. Oh, did you get him? You did. Okay. Red face. We have that alien. I'm sure that I've been told that the old Sith had red skin. Is that one of the original Sith species? Oh, and you took your master's saber. Unless he's not your master. Are they master and apprentice? Okay, yeah, nothing's stopping him. That is so cool. I don't think Jedi's gonna win here. I love the brutality of that. Yes, it's sad that he died, but wow. And you can. Did you sense your? Yeah, you sensed it. Literally nothing was stopping that guy. And moving on. Okay, so you sensed it, and you just concentrate in the moment. Okay, that's a cool shot, just going through the ship and all that. And hyperspace. So what really is the difference that's happened over 1,000 years? They seem like they have everything that the modern current year has.
This is only the beginning.
Yes.
So that's Malak.
After 1,000 years, Korriban is ours again.
So they win.
Welcome home.
And dead. Okay. Maybe put him out of his misery, or were you just betraying? I'm not quite sure. Okay, that was awesome. That was such an insane trailer, and I love that that's like my first look at the Old Republic and just seeing what it is, because I don't know what I was expecting. I don't think I was expecting it to look so similar to modern. Not when I say modern, I mean like how Star Wars looked in Phantom Menace, original trilogy, prequels, all of that. That had like a certain aesthetic, and it always felt like it was 70s futuristic type thing, where you had the glitchy holograms, everything had a bunch of buttons or everything. It wasn't like super advanced alien sort of futuristic, was it? Yeah, I love that in 1,000 years ago, it basically looked the same. What exactly changed in 1,000 years? Have they just stopped developing? Because of course the most futuristic thing we saw was on Umbara, where they had the different looking weird holograms and everything looked super advanced and high-techy. Yet here we see 1,000 years ago, still not a lot has changed. Is it just how Star Wars will forever look? That they will never get like super advanced and maybe Umbara technology will never become mainstream? And they will always just stick with the quite overcomplicated looking designs and not make things sleeker, which I just kind of like. Yeah, then questions. So, clone trooper armor, right? That's interesting to me because, again, it's the 1,000-year thing. So, clone trooper armor is not the original first look of the design. It was actually here first. And then when clone troopers were made, they were given a similar looking armor. Like, where did they find the schematics for this? I would assume that those would have been put out of commission, unless I imagine the Republic still did military actions. They probably kept the armor around for 1,000 years if nothing else is changing. But just so odd, it just adds to the oddness of how everything looks so similar. Yeah, then we see the Sith and the Sith Empire. So I love that that's my first look at the Sith Empire, because from Clone Wars, I always imagined it to be this really dark, empowering, cultish-like empire that just looked depressing and filled with darkness. This looked relatively tame. Like, the ships just look like the everyday Empire ships. They look like Republic ships. They just look like ships. Of course, they have the red lights and the black colour schemes as well, but from a distance, they look normal. And I kind of just like that. They're not this super different thing. They are just a group of evil people that are still using the technology of the galaxy. They're not changing things up drastically. In the main set themselves, I don't know if they said the name of the red dude, but we saw the other one. He was Malgus. Don't know much about him. What Siths do I know about? I know Revan, and I know Bane, and Plagueis, Palpatine, Vader, Maul. Those are the ones. They were the Sith. They're the Sith that I know. So, yeah, I'm guessing this is before Bane, because they said Sith Empire. So I'd assume you got plenty of Sith running around. And of course you had the red-skinned dude, who I think is what an actual born Sith would be, who is from the planet who I've already forgotten the name of, that they just reconquered. So I'm trying to think, how are those two connected to Palpatine through the lineage? where does Darth Bane sit in all this? Because he's the one that started the discipleship of the two, and then it got to Palpatine. Darth Bane was the one that caused the Sith Empire to, I think, crumble by making them all fight each other so that there would only be two left. So I'm guessing that is after this, but are they connected to Bane? Do any of these characters teach Bane and then they die off and then Bane becomes the new whatever of the Sith Empire? I just like this expands my understanding of things, because I never really thought of the Sith being this organized or something. I just thought they were a bunch of like faceless people and cult-like hooded dudes that were just waging war on the galaxy. This adds a lot more detail for me. Just seeing these faces there and how much they're doing here. And how like powerful they do seem. They conquered the planet. They returned in numbers, destroyed a whole lot, and were very difficult to deal with. But yeah, on to the next one for the Hope cinematic trailer. I love how they're starting with the music flowing into it. This one feels more ominous.
For centuries, Alderaan stood as a beacon of
Alderaan!
hope in the Republic.
Alderaan was seen as a beacon of hope?
Empire came.
The Empire, which... They're talking about the Sith Empire, right? Of course, they wouldn't call it the Sith Empire, they just call it the Empire.
Savage strike brought Alderaan to her knees.
Alderaan really goes through a lot, doesn't it? I mean, eventually it can't go through anymore. Mandalorian, yep, they worked with the Sith because they hate the
Time
Jedi.
is running out, as few are left to face the enemy. For those that remain, there is but one choice.
Okay, so all this time, the Sith Empire have been going after Alderaan, seeing it as a beacon of hope, and then Palpatine actually is the one that managed to get rid of it. Awesome. Oh, okay, I love this. So what kind... Are these just the military of the Republic? Not stormtroopers or clone troopers, just the military? Like, do they actually have a name? Like the clone troopers or stormtroopers had? Love the destroyers. They look so... They just look awesome. I would say I like that design more than their current one. I guess they look slender and then more... Yeah, the current ones are more designed to roll. Oh, Malgus is back. Is that Malgus? Oh dear. That's... Oh, did you do that? Wait a sec. How many red lightsabers am I seeing? Are you taking... That's impressive, he took the lightning. Okay, this is creepy. Yep, okay, they're all armed with lightsabers. That's nuts. And he just wants to make this guy watch as he kills his people. Oh, he's not even going to be able to kill this guy. It's going to be... See, this is what I envisioned. Cloaked, hooded dudes as the Sith and just being all creepy and cultish. You! Wait, is that you? Malgus is back. I'd assume the same Jedi comes back. Yep, dual blade. Avenge your master. Oh wow, kick him in the face. I love this shot, just seeing the slow-mo of it. Yeah, it's the same thing that this entire army does have lightsabers. Where do they get their crystals from? You, what? Oh, nice, using the tree. I love the sheer power of Malgus. It feels kind of like Vader, but he's kind of more acrobatic. He's... Oh, no! Wait! He's what? No, go back to that. What did she do? Did she get impaled, or was she, like, holding... Did she push the blade back in? Ooh. Oh, no. It's repulsive, not explosion. Did you make his scarring worse? Oh my. Okay, you're still pushing. Okay, you're not letting him go. Is he? He can't be stronger, right? That looks insane. Wow. What is the Jedi standpoint on, like, killing at this time? Because, of course, it's way before the Jedi Order and the Dogma, so are they more freer? Because obviously that comes from him killing her master. So is that a bit of revenge? Maybe, but I doubt it's revenge, because she stayed in the light, and it seemed even more light than what we know of. She created a giant force pulse. And just looking at all the dead. Oh, wow, okay. I guess Malgus got his own back a little bit.
While the sacrifices are heavy, we fight knowing that a single spark of courage can ignite the fires of hope.
Oh!
And restore peace.
Everyone won.
Across the galaxy.
Oh, that's so cool, seeing it all light up from space. Yeah, then this whole place just gets blown up by the Death Star. Again, these trailers are just so nice. Okay, so a lot of things came from that one then. So they said that Alderaan was basically seen as a beacon of hope for the Republic for centuries. That's what they said. So the Sith basically wanted to conquer and destroy to destroy hope. Did Palpatine end up succeeding in that? Because of course he did blow up he blew up Alderaan with the Death Star. But of course that was because Tarkin used it against Leia. It was Tarkin's doing. It wasn't exactly Palpatine's. But would Palpatine done it anyway to continue what the Sith Empire originally wanted to do? I kind of just like how much it does do to Alderaan, seeing it as this even more important planet. That it wasn't just Leia, that it was used against her to get where it was with the rebellion. It actually had a much bigger purpose, that it was seen as this very super important planet to the Republic as a whole. That ages ago in the past, the Sith Empire wanted it, and then even in the future, they even managed to destroy it. Okay, then we get more details on the actual Sith Empire themselves, seeing the soldiers and their cloaked hoodedness. We get to see them partner with the Mandalorians. This is what I was imagining from them. Cultish, hooded, they look creepy and weird. But they also all wield lightsabers. That's nuts. Because I remember asking ages ago what it would be like if a whole army was armed with lightsabers. How destructive that would be. Here it is. And they prove how mad they are at it all. I mean, it's shocking that they actually lost here, considering how powerful lightsabers are. But I guess that could prove, and this could probably add to Darth Bane's idea, with how they are this powerful, yet they're still losing. So maybe consolidate the power into two. You've armed everyone with lightsabers, everyone with dark side knowledge. It's not working, so draw it back, only be two, and use manipulation to get what you want in the future. Then I also like what this does for the Jedi. Because what are the Jedi like at this time? We know the Jedi of the current time, where they were entrenched in dogma, they got very corrupt, and they lost their way completely. Is she one of the truer Jedi here? One that's closer to the light side? Because we see it. She even takes on Malgus, seemingly kills him in a rocky explosion in landfall, and uses a giant light force pulse to do it. That's more light side than we've seen from a lot of people. I think we saw kind of Ahsoka and Ezra use it in the World Between Worlds, but I think that's because that place seems to heighten force power. And then we saw on Mortis, where the daughter, did that sort of thing. But here, it's just a Jedi doing it on Alderaan. And she did it while avenging her master's death. So it's not unattached, she's doing the right thing, and she's just continually doing the right thing here by taking out this threat that's causing a disbalance to the Force and is a corruption to the Force. I just wish we got to see more Jedi like that in the current time, where they're not all dogmatic, and now with the Empire gone and hopefully some new Jedi coming into this, we can see them start reaching this potential again. But yeah, on to the next one, which is Deceived. Again, love the music coming into it. Okay, it's the familiar themes, but there's a difference in it.
Our time has come.
Is that Coruscant?
For 300 years,
Yep.
we prepared. We
That's the
grew
Jedi
stronger. While you rested in your cradle of power.
Were those statues always there? That looked awesome. I don't remember
Believing
seeing. We've been on this,
your
like
people
Anakin and
were
Ahsoka, been on the same platform.
Protected.
He actually came. Wait, who's this? He came to the Jedi Temple. Is that Mandalorian? Yep. Who's the one behind them? Is that an apprentice? Or like, do they have apprentices yet?
were trusted to lead the Republic.
Can't see if that's lightsabers on her
But
belt.
you were deceived. As our powers
No, that's guns.
of the
Okay,
dark
not Sith.
side have blinded you.
Wait, this sounds very familiar. They're gonna ram that into the temple? Okay, the temple's been through a lot. It wasn't just Clone Wars. Is there anyone inside that? Did he call for
You
reinforcements?
assumed no force could challenge you.
Not even flinching. That is so cool. Just as the ship parks behind him.
And now,
Army inside of it. That is nuts.
finally, we have returned.
Love his voice. I mean, technically you could say that the Jedi would be considered an army with lightsabers, considering their number here must have been huge. Wait, so is it... And yeah, Mandalorians fighting him as well. Is that Malgus? He's bold and white and pale. Is that Malgus again? Did he survive being crushed? That's gotta be Malgus, right? So he just refuses to die, like most Sith. Again, absolutely love the power that he just has. Oh, wait! How fast was that? He threw the lightsaber, forced the guy to jump, and then still blasted him with the Force. Oh, nice, got him in the face.
You were deceived.
You died. Deceived by what? Who deceived you here?
And now your Republic shall fall.
Did the Jedi really get deceived twice in history? That's a terrifying sight. Did the Sith win? And the Sith won here. The Sith conquered Coruscant and the Republic. Honestly, he is awesome and kind of deserves the win just from the look alone. And ending. Okay, wow. Did not expect the Sith to actually win. And like in the past, I thought you had the Republic, the Sith, and the Mandalorians. That was the war. It was a giant all-out war. It was very brutal and whatever. But I figured that the Republic came out on top in the end. I mean, they must do. Of course they come out on top in the end. But I didn't expect the Sith, the Empire, to conquer Coruscant, the capital of the Republic. What does that mean going forward? How did they get that back? Like, that's just pretty insane. It really goes to show how powerful the Sith Empire got. They were able to take the Republic. They must like lose at some point, and the Republic somehow like reconquers Coruscant and pushes the Sith out. Or did the Sith only lose because Darth Bane decides to only make 2? Would they have won otherwise, and then just Darth Bane decided, okay, no, I'm gonna completely kill everyone else and just have 2 people? Because this seems insane. I don't see how they win here. They just destroyed the Jedi Temple. How does that get rebuilt? How are there still Jedi after this? Yeah, Malgus, it just seems insane. I love what I'm learning about him from this alone. He seems like such an insane Sith, and I hope there is a connection between him and Palpatine, because right now I still have no clue. I don't know if he has a student that then goes on to teach Bane, who then all I know is where does Bane fit in? Because then that can connect this dude to Palpatine. I just love the power that he has. He reminds me a lot of Vader. Again, the mask even feels like he's got a breathing thing, like Vader did. And the power there has that as well. But he's also kind of acrobatic, which is also insane. Vader is not acrobatic at all. He's a giant hunk of metal. He's kind of what I picture Anakin as a Sith Lord would be if he didn't have his limbs chopped off. Where he was able to jump around like Anakin used to. And this is what he would have been like if he had that still, but as a Sith. Yeah, just the shot on the animations of these have just been absolutely insane. I love just the dark feel of it all, and how they've gone back and forth. So we had the beginning of this. We had what looked like his death and just a little reclaiming hope of Alderaan, and now just sinking back into sadness as Coruscant has been conquered. But he kept saying, this is called deceived, and he kept saying that the Jedi have been deceived. Have they now been deceived twice throughout history? Did the Jedi just not learn? Something deceived them, and then they lost here, and the Republic seems to have lost. Did they seriously not learn, and then this happens to them again in the future with Palpatine? But he is just one person that manages to do it, whereas if they have a whole Sith Empire that does it. That's nuts. Yeah, on to the next one, which is called Sacrifice.
A man can have anything. if he's willing to sacrifice.
Oh, wow. Wait, that's a big improvement in animation.
With your birth comes a solemn vow. You will have nothing.
Twins having nothing.
Your privilege is the dirt.
I like this juxtaposition. He sounds really mean, but then it looks like they're kind of happy. Oh, just being brutal. Aw, brotherhood. Helping each other up. Walking away, so bad father, great.
In the darkness,
Yellow.
only ambition will guide you.
That doesn't seem that bad.
The
Ambition
oath
guiding.
you swear, the promises you make,
Is that a throne room?
they are yours.
That looks insane! Where are we now? What's happening? What is this? That's a throne room staring out at the galaxy. That looks beautiful. But
Your freedom
the armor.
will be the wars you wage.
Okay, I saw a Sith die and a public soldier die. What side is this on? That armor looks insane. That's gonna be my favorite armor.
The losses you suffer.
Oh, angry. Hello, who's that? Just a Twilight with Darth Maul markings.
Entitlement. The pain you endure.
Oh dear. I like the aesthetic. One's dressed in all black, one's dressed in all white. See, if they're fighting Sith. Ooh. So yeah, you're obviously a Sith Lord, I'd assume, no mask,
When
and dead.
darkness finds you,
Metal arm.
will face it.
Oh, tell me the one in white turns dark. That'd be so nice. I like the color scheme. I like that. The one dressed in all dark becomes light. The one dressed in all white becomes dark. And look, there's a distance between them now. Are their brothers like falling apart? I love this throne room. It looks so beautiful. Offering tribute. Who is this dude? Is he like king or emperor? He looks insane. Not good enough for you? Do you not love your children? And the anger builds in the white one. Oh, Sith eyes. He had Sith eyes. Okay, yeah, he's gone dark. I love the design. You just don't... Does the dad not even care? And fight. Oh, that was fast. Oh, I love the hurt that got captured in his eyes. And Sith Eye went. You realise what you did. But now the light is gone. The one that pulled you back from doing that to your dad is dead. So I assume you're just going to go deeper into the darkness now. I love these shots. The cinematography, just the hand slipping away. You know what, he looks kind of Sithy with the scarring and all that. Standing over. Your one son's dead. What are you going to do?
Come with me, son.
What? Okay, so he accepts him after he kills the other son. That's interesting. That was a very good trailer. I love the like jump in animation quality. That looked awesome. But yeah, okay, so what happens there? What is that about? What side are they on, right? They were killing Republic people and Sith people. Are they on their own side? No, they're not Mandalorian. They have yellow lightsabers. I don't know what side they're on. I have no clue. But I love the story that set up. The two brothers, being twins, guess the father drove them apart. He wanted one to come out on top, I assume. And one, of course, did. And killed the other. And he was just being absent and trying to get one to be angry. So he's obviously not a good person. He seems very dark and he wants to encourage the darkness in the other son. I definitely need more context on that and where that place is in it. Definitely love the throne room. He definitely seems important to whatever this place is. Because they were against everything, basically. That just makes me think Mandalorian. But they're obviously not Mandalorian because they have Jedi children. Or not Jedi, Force-sensitive children. But yeah, I love the throne room. It looked so beautiful. And that, yeah, it shocks me that Palpatine didn't have a throne room like that. I think he had a giant window to look out into the galaxy on the Death Star, but why didn't he just have one that looked huge like that to see everything his empire encompassed? Yeah, then on to the next one, which is Betrayed. Straight into it, no music. Looks... Okay, love that start, going from something that looks super traumatic and something just super peaceful. You whittled using the Force. That's such a cool use of it. Are you encouraging the use of the Force or not? I'm not quite sure. Oh, the twins. You're there for this? And you like the idea of Force training. Practicing it yourself. But it's not working. And you're a child with no one around. Frustration. Anger did it. And you look happy about that, okay. Not fearful, cool.
Another.
You're gonna get frustrated. So you gotta have two people that are gonna fall into the dark side in whatever this empire is. Is this an empire? What? It's definitely something with the throne that the guy had. Using the Force to splinter the stick. Oh, everyone's floating. Oh, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Okay, no, you reached her. Good. Oh no, is that the bad king? I'm gonna call him a king. Oh, no, that looks so creepy. No. Oh no. No, don't like that. No, no, no. No, don't cloak. Going into the red in the darkness with a bunch of hooded cloaked dudes. Why? Absolutely not. Oh, she's bold. And tattoos. And what is this? Is he just... He's trying... They made a Sith. They turned her into a Sith. Is that what they're doing? This is horrifying. You saw it? You saw it? Okay. Go save her. Is that what you're doing? Go save her. You got your ship, you got soldiers, go save her, please. That looks so horrifying. Oh, you got her. Great. Oh, at least she had the toy. She had the toy. Okay, so they let her have that. That's got to be some kind of positivity there. Okay, there's your ship. Get her out, get her out, get her out, get her out. Then again, it's cultish. How long? No. How long has it been? It's cultish. Would she want to leave? Eye contact. Come on, come on. You want to leave. You want to leave. But now you got to deal with all of that. And what it... Okay, you're a Jedi. I'm confused. Wait, so these lot are they Jedi? They got the yellow.
Stay behind
But
me.
they're doing all the cultish Sith-looking things. What? And then this, is this a Jedi? Granted, none of them are doing any Force stuff, so they might not be. Is she taking them all out? Okay, 2 left. This is insane. 2 left, maybe. Okay, no. Okay, now 2 left. Okay, now it's 2 left. She took them all out. I don't know if you're a Jedi. I think these guys might not be Jedi. They just give people lightsabers, and when they find a Force sensitive, they destroy them. No, no, no. Go with her. Go with cult. It's a cult. No. One's in white. No, 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 no. Oh no, oh no, are those your guys? Tell me that's your guys. No, you're not being captured. Oh, they broke her. That's lovely. Don't end there, don't please. Oh, the child's laugh. This is horrifying. This is so sad. That's a cool lightsaber. Is that a lightsaber on a staff? And just loads of dead. Oh wait, the crumpled helmets. So she made that her signature thing, huh? Yeah, this is definitely going to be finding her. Oh, the toy! It's like a lair. Oh, she's gone full Sith. Oh, this is so sad. Oh no! Don't! Oh! Yeah, full on Sith. But that means there's yellow left around. I'm invested in that story now. Okay, what on earth happened there? So it's clear that the weird king, he's creating Force army maybe or something. He's gotten too Force sensitive now and turned them to the dark side. Very dark. It almost looks as though at the end there, she might have turned against everything. Of course, you have the good soldiers that have been crumpled. I don't remember seeing any of the cultish-looking ones, because you had the armor. Then those guys with the armor are also part of the weird-looking empire that the king seems to have as well. I'm guessing she turned against everyone. And this woman, this sort of mother figure is trying to reach out to get her back. That is nice, and I'm hoping that works. Yeah, I'm still not understanding what side any of this is on. What is happening here? Like, is this the Sith Empire? Or because, like, who's in control? You have the Republic, which seems to have fallen. Sith Empire have conquered the Republic, and they've got conquered Coruscant. Is this like another thing separate of that? Because they attacked the Sith. They killed the two sons. Killed Sith people. They can't all be nicey or goody. So what is happening? Whose side are these guys on, and what planet is this? And yeah, the story itself, absolutely beautiful. Loved how they showed it off in the cinematic with the traumatic start, going off into the childhood, seeing all the nice and goodness of this pure, good little child, and seeing that get twisted into some incredibly creepy, cultish stuff. Yeah, like, is that Sith? That has to be Sith, but these guys don't seem Sith. They're not using red lightsabers, but they're cloaked and hooded and all of that. It's very creepy and it's very confusing and it's very scary. And it's also just painful to think that this is something that actually happened in the history of Star Wars. This is part of the Republic and the galaxy's history. This stuff happened. Yeah, but I have to assume that the guards and the one woman can't be Jedi, because I doubt Jedi would do this sort of thing, and I doubt the woman, if she was a Jedi, would hand this child over and then watch her go down a corridor filled with cloaked cultish dudes, filled with red and black light. That wouldn't be a Jedi thing to do. So there's got to be some just person that's able to wield a lightsaber. This empire is teaching people to use lightsabers and all of this stuff. It's very confusing. It's very cool, but very confusing, and I need more context. There's obviously what's taken over after the Republic, whether that is the Sith Empire, and they're just trying to fuel the Sith and trying to add to the Sith. I'm guessing that must be what this is. And this could even be the start of people fighting back, seeing the connections that this woman has to this child. Don't know if it's actually biological and this is actually her daughter, but whatever it is, it's enough to try and make this woman go and fight for this person. And this could be what undoes the Sith Empire, knowing that they brought outside people in, and knowing that they can't bring everyone in, so people are going to fight for the ones inside, which will then crumple it. So they have to make it just the rule of two. Anyway, on to the last of the Old Republic cinematics, which is Disorder. Okay, back to doing the music before actually showing anything nice. Nice transition going to digital maps, wow. Is that Korriban? I actually remember the name of it now.
Focus, Sahar.
Is that animation or real life? Of course, you don't have an actual Twi'lek in real life. But still, is that someone in makeup?
I did it! Did you see? Wow.
No, that's animation. So they just jumped up in animation quality again, wow.
I know it is difficult to accept.
And
the Force has chosen you.
And Jedi taking children away. Oh dear, what? Okay, so you've grown up. Who's this? An awesome kit. Where are we in the timeline right now? So the Jedi are back. They seem strong, but of course the Sith are still here. The Jedi don't seem to have gone anywhere then. Okay, nice. Getting the lightsaber back. She has a purple lightsaber. Could she be like an ancestor to Mace Windu's lineage?
This machine and all records of it.
Yes, Master Orr.
What's the machine? He looks so cool with the helmet. Oh no, he's dead. And you're back. Okay. Traitor? What? Ooh. He's a traitor? What is that machine? What is it? Okay, lightning didn't stop it. What is it? From that statue, it looked hooded. Is this a Jedi or Sith construction? Even Malak has obviously gotten older, but he's still just a massive threat. What is that? What is that? I love the choreography and just how much people are moving around.
You're too late, Malak.
You can't get through? What is this thing? Is that animation? I cannot tell.
Focus, Sahar.
She's seeing the past.
Wow.
Will you be taking both children?
No.
Oh.
Your brother shows little connection with the Force.
Oh, and he hears.
Sahar. The Force has chosen you.
This practice still... it still rubs me the wrong way. It's a Jedi practice that causes pain in others.
This is how the Sith and Jedi maintain control.
Sith and Jedi? Did you portray the Sith?
The ways of the Force to some, and keeping it from others.
Revealing the Force to some and not others. Is that what the Sith actually did? Did they expand and bring people into the Sith Empire, and that's going to bring their downfall?
So that the Jedi could play.
He could do it! Oh no! What? Oh dear. But he could do it! He did it! And he ripped it in half. Is that easy to break? Really? Okay. But yeah, I think, she's definitely turning against the Master. What is that? It's glowing.
Well done, young one.
Is that what powered this thing?
Now give it to me.
Oh, you poor fool.
You could have saved my brother.
What?
That's a
Was I
holocron.
chosen by the Force? Or you?
Now's not the time.
Ooh. That's a good question to ask.
Do you know what it is your master just destroyed?
Explain, please.
A machine built to find those the Jedi didn't deem worthy.
Silence! Give it to me.
Oh, you're so... No, it's so turned against you.
It's not too late.
Yeah, no.
Give me the plans.
Oh, wow. So a Jedi created this thing then. That's a holocron.
Your brother.
I've only ever protected you.
No, you chose... That's a really interesting question to ask her. Okay, wow. Who did that? That's you? You're doing that while under that? Oh dear, he's insanely powerful.
Very well.
Sahar. I'm sorry.
You're dead. But that's a bad move on Malak's part. Why would she help him now after she was still attached to that dude? And just wielding both lightsabers. Wow. Can you take this guy? I mean, you got it. Ooh! Nice!
All your life you've been in a cage, Padawan.
What? Yeah, light side, is that what you say, cages? And, oh no, is he gonna force us to use the dark side to escape?
When you're ready, break free.
Yeah, dark side, and so he won. He won. And the hood goes back up, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love the symbolism there. It's Malak taking the key to finding her brother away as well. Oh, ending there. Oh, wow. Okay, that one was heartbreaking, but it does raise an excellent question. You have the Jedi who have always gone around taking children to be part of the Jedi Order who are strong in the Force. Is it the Jedi choosing them, or is it the Force choosing them? The Jedi can say that it's the Force choosing them, but I honestly think it is the Jedi that chooses them, not the Force. The Force resides in everyone. That's just the thing. Some are just stronger than others. But the Jedi chooses which to... The Jedi Order chose which to teach. And it really is a bad thing from, I guess, the start, I guess. This whole practice was a darkness because it's adding negativity to people that don't get chosen and when they get separated from their family. It's not a good practice on the Jedi's part. And I kind of like that this explored it, and there was a machine made, which I would assume is made by a Jedi, considering it's powered by a holocron. Sith wouldn't be able to do that. This is made by a Jedi to find family members from before they were taken, which I think is a really beautiful thing. Shame that it got destroyed, but now Malgus has the blueprints or schematics of the holocron for it. Shouldn't be able to open it, though. That's one good thing. And then how does this guy get defeated? How does he meet his end? They called him a betrayer. The one guy that had a really cool helmet called him a traitor. So, and he's saying break free. He said that the Sith and the Jedi are both at fault or something. Has he turned against all of it? Has he gone away from that? He could be the one that teaches Darth Bane, who then goes on Palpatine. He's now gone against the Sith and the Jedi, which would go against the Sith Empire and all of this stuff. He said that the Sith and the Jedi teach the secrets of the Force to some, but not all, or not others, or something. So it's exclusion. It's exclusionary. That seems to be what's happening with the Sith Empire, if that is the Sith Empire, where we got to see the twins, the girl, where they're taught the ways of the Force, and they're brought into it, but then they have connections on the outside that I guess taints them or something. I don't know. You can kind of see the cracks in the Sith Empire and why it does fall apart here, and I guess Malgus has realised it, and he's turned against all of it, and maybe he then goes and teaches Bane, who then brings it all to a stop by having them destroy each other, leaving only two. But anyway, these Old Republic cinematics have been absolutely awesome. I love just getting to see this side of Star Wars and seeing just how deep and rich the history of it all is, because I've got to remember, these guys existed before Anakin. They share the same universe. These people are buried somewhere in the universe, and there's a good chance that one of the characters that we know have walked over their grave. And I just love the thought of that and just how rich all of this is. Yeah, on to the next one, which is Malak, an Old Republic story by Unreal Cinema. And again, the links to all of this will be in the description below.
Peace is a lie.
Telos, Roman numeral, I don't know. Was that part of the Sith code? Peace is a lie?
There is only passion.
Yeah, Sith code. The droid creeps me out. It's so close to the dude's face.
Through passion, I gain strength.
I love that we're hearing someone actually recite the Sith code like Maul did.
Through strength, I gain power.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh, is he trying to... What's he doing? Is he trying to snap his neck? What happened there? Is that your master and you're the apprentice?
In position, my lord. We have heard nothing from the planet.
What's the plan? What are you gonna... I love the animation. It just feels so imposing. Just dodging everything. I love how you can almost read what they're thinking. They're sizing each other up. A few slashes just to gauge power. Oh, that is nice. Following the blades. That makes it feel... Oh, that just feels so good. Just watching the blades move.
Through power, I gain victory.
Wait. Okay, that was awesome. Seeing them try and choke each other out.
We are approaching the deadline and the planet is yet to surrender.
Okay, droid moves away. Watching this, following the sabers makes the shot feel so dynamic. I love this so much. And the one in the hood is so acrobatic. And you caught it. Okay, yeah, no, you've lost. Guy in the hood's gonna win. Are you being force choked like this? I can't tell. Maybe you're just struggling to get up. Finding it difficult, I think. Oh. I don't think the other... Yeah, you're not going to win against this dude. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Give up. Give up. Slash through the back.
Through victory.
You're still standing?
My
oh, no.
chains are broken.
Oh, slash through the face. Oh, dear. The Sith are just brutal. Are you shaking your head in disappointment?
The Force shall free me.
You cut his jaw off?
My lord.
Telos had its chance. Begin the bombardment.
That is so freaky.
Destroy the planet.
I absolutely love that they animated his like
Lord
mouth
Revan's
twitching as he's trying to speak. Lord Revan? Was that Revan?
Today, the galaxy shall fear the Sith once more.
So what aspect of the Sith Empire are you?
If Revan doesn't have the strength to make it so, request a transfer if you must, Admiral. But you will follow these orders, or you will pay the price.
Yeah, you get no choice. Oh dear, this guy looks so sick. But this is so cool because it makes it... Yes, the dude is quite imposing. That was an incredible short film. The dude is very imposing. The face definitely makes him seem very powerful. But it just adds so much to, I guess, Lord Revan, who is, assuming... They mentioned him. I'm assuming that's the hooded guy. I know who Lord Revan is. He is a Sith, and I'm guessing this was his apprentice, but it just makes him look that much more insane. That he, I'm assuming, was challenged by the apprentice and just decimated him. Slashed him through the back, which I'm guessing wasn't spine, because he wouldn't be standing otherwise. And slashed his jaw off and left him alive. Like, just listening to the Sith code, through victory, I am free. This guy is a prisoner through this whole scenario. He is not free at all. And you can just imagine what he's thinking in his head and just what kind of torment he's under. This was such an insane short film, and I just love everything about it. Like the choreography as well. Following the lightsaber is probably one of my favourite parts of it, because it just made the shot feel so dynamic. Seeing all that fast movement, and you're watching the light between these dark characters. But also, like, this is Malak. That is a Sith who, yeah, this is a Sith. And, like, what place do they have in the timeline then? So this is Old Republic. But, of course, we've seen Malgus now. We've seen the Sith Empire take over. Where does this guy sort of fit into everything? Because we haven't seen Revan's, like, origin or whatever. Are there just, like, a bunch of different Sith Lords and stuff in the Sith Empire? That's probably what it is. This is before Bane, so you're going to have a bunch of them running around. There, that makes sense. So just seeing the brutality of them all, it's so clear why they lose. Because they treat each other like that. It's insane to think about. It definitely makes them strong, but yeah, they can never be united as an organisation. Yeah, now on to the next one. The Darth Revan trailer by DuduFilm. Love that. Hearing the sound cut out was that's so cool.
And in the end, as the darkness takes me, I am nothing.
Great start. Okay, you are nothing.
Destiny is yours.
Very nihilistic.
Not mine.
The darkness will consume all it touches. Stars will burn black. Ashes raining on lifeless worlds. Everything ends.
This is depressing. That's the temple, like in Rebels on Malak.
Strength will fade. Then he will become the darkness.
So yeah, that is Revan. Oh, this is what they're talking about him. His strength will fail and he'll become the darkness. Is that talking about him dying?
You cannot fight the dark side without understanding it.
So he was a Jedi, yeah, and then he became a Sith.
Pervading the the Sith Lord himself to the savior of our galaxy.
So after Sith, he became a savior?
As a young Jedi, I went to war. I accepted violence and darkness, and the Emperor called to me from across the galaxy. Only I understand him, and his death is my responsibility. He made me a Sith Lord and named me Darth Revan. I killed for him. I turned on the Republic. But I have found redemption.
Really? What kind of redemption now?
That voice. A moment. I've heard it before. When my destiny wasn't certain.
It's Revan.
That moment is gone.
I love this character. He seems awesome.
I fought Mandalores and armies of the dark side.
You were saying.
Armies of the dark side.
Never fought anyone like me. I am Revan.
He seems honestly quite the epitome of balance, being a first Jedi, then a Sith Lord, and then somewhere else in between afterwards. Can you go back to being a Jedi after being a Sith Lord?
Villain. You're all things, Revan, and yet you are nothing.
He's just a rogue. He's just an outside of it all.
Nor the darkness. You will forever stand alone.
Yeah, and it's not balance. There's something outside of it. It's just okay. That's nuts.
The Empire will become dust. I will make it so.
So is he the one that defeats the Sith Empire?
The power of the Force in balance.
In balance? Oh wait, no. So he's inside of it. He's just the actual balance of it.
And in the end, as the darkness takes me, I am nothing. Now I know how you felt.
It's a very nihilistic approach.
My friend.
So he's talking to someone. Okay, that was awesome. So Darth Revan then, okay, he seems absolutely insane. I heard bits about him, and I know that he's considered quite a fan favourite. I remember, I think, in, what was it? I think it might have been the Mortis arc. Anakin, or someone, there was meant to be a scene where some old Sith Lords were meant to show up, and apparently Revan was meant to be there and he was cut. Is either that, or when Yoda went to the Sith planet, who I've forgotten the name of again. But yeah, so it seems like he was a Jedi, then became a Sith Lord because he heard the Emperor calling him. And who is the Emperor of the Sith Empire? I would assume it's a Sith. But then how can a Sith Lord... I don't know how the Sith work outside of the rule of two. Is there like one big powerful king, Sith, and then they can make Sith Lords? And then Lord is just a term used for like high nobility Sith? Yes, anyway, Revan became a Sith Lord and then came out of it. He has this approach to life where when his strength is gone, he will return to darkness or become nothing but darkness. So that's just the emptiness, the nothingness that is after death that he envisions. It's a very cold approach, but it does lie him outside of both Sith and Jedi. The Jedi say that they live on after death, in that they become one with the cosmic force. The Sith refuse to accept death because they want to be immortal. This guy's outside of it because he just accepts what death is and says that he'll become the darkness that there is in the universe. Neither Jedi, neither Sith, just Revan. He seems absolutely insane, and I can't believe the character like this hasn't been like mentioned or done more with. It's shocking how much they have in this Old Republic stuff. They haven't brought over to, I guess, movies and shows and stuff, because it's all set around the current Empire, not this Empire of the past, which seems absolutely insane. So was it Revan the one that defeats the Sith Empire and brings it down? Because they called him a savior. That just seems like such an insane story, that you have a Jedi that realizes they can't beat the Sith, so he becomes one. And then he finds out how to fight them by that method. And then he's able to get out of it and actually defeat the big Imperial threat itself. Absolutely insane. He's definitely got to be one of my favourite Sith Lords. Just trying to think of the ones I know. You've got Malgus now, who seems awesome, but Revan has style, and I like that style. The hood, the mask, and then just going back and forth and finding something else. So maybe he's not really, maybe not his favourite Sith Lord. Obviously, Palpatine's always going to be up there. Vader, amazing. I love every Sith Lord. All the Sith Lords are so cool. Revan just feels different. But on to the next one, which is Nihilus, A Fall of Katarr, Star Wars fan film by Jack Willis VFX. Again, the links to all of this will be below in the description.
The hunger that fills this vessel, it is power, but it consumes without end.
He will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and
that's an awesome shot.
Consume the Sith as well.
He's going to consuming the Sith. It's just an internal thing with the Sith. They end up destroying themselves, don't they? But that is an awesome shot. That's exactly what I expect of the Sith Empire. Just a giant open space with like one guy staring out of the galaxy, filled with red light. That's an awesome mask. Where's his face?
Kills all around him, slowly feeding him.
What? he has that kind of power. Just destroying the planet. What's the radius of this? That's water's left untouched, cool, and fire. Oh yeah, are people in the ships? Are the people in people in the ships are dying and then they're crashing and causing fire? Wow. Okay, that answers that question. It's planetary wide. Love the visual of this. Just seeing like the red mist. I'm guessing that's just life and life force or something. Sweeping across the planet as it's leaving its body. And I'm guessing going to the mask dude who must be Nihilus. And just the planet has been destroyed and decimated. And all being fed into this. I'm assuming this guy's got to be the only person on the ship, because I doubt anyone can actually live around him if it's just mere presence to destroy
The extent of his
stuff.
power cannot be put into words.
That's so cool. Just absorbing it all.
All life exists to feed your power.
I love the juxtaposition of this, because it's just one small little Sith Lord compared to a now dead planet. And the mask is so creepy and ominous. Just hollow eyes, nose, mouth, nothing behind it. What does he actually look like under that? You're gonna fight? Why would you need to? Someone's alive?
I beg you, please, let me die.
Does he have a choice? I feel like just being around him kills you. How was someone alive after that? That was insane. Okay, yet another Sith Lord showing immense amounts of power. And yet it's so clear to me now that the Sith basically just destroyed themselves. That's what happened. The Republic didn't win. The Sith destroyed themselves. If you've got people like this in there, Nihilus, who's able to just, mere presence alone, destroys a planet and feeds himself. So the only, like, that would destroy the galaxy. What defeats that? You can't get close. You'd have to defeat him from afar. But how on earth do you do that when he can suck the life out of an entire planet while being in a ship? He wasn't even on the ground and he did it. The design of him, absolutely love. Just the hollow face and the fact that you can't see anything. It looks like a skull, the mask, and just with nothing behind but darkness. Absolutely awesome. And then the shots that they used, beautiful. It's such a great way of just showing the power of this guy by his mere presence. Because he's not doing anything flashy. He's not doing anything huge. Well, it's not like a presentation. He's just standing there with his arms out as he accepts the power and the presence of what he's just done. It's like he's not even tried to will it. He's just stood there and let it happen. His presence alone is what's doing this, and I love how this managed to capture that. He's not doing any fancy Sith spell like we've seen Palpatine done. He's just there. Him just being there caused this. Of course, now I have questions on how on earth that poor person was able to survive at the end and is now pleading for death. So even if you manage to survive this guy, it's not going to be pleasant afterwards. And it seems like he's still able to fight with a lightsaber, even though I don't understand why he would have to when just being around him would kill you. But yeah, this is definitely why the Sith failed, because they're just going to end up destroying themselves. And that's why Darth Bane had to organise Rule of Two to try and stop that from happening. Because otherwise it would just mean their absolute extinction. It's like, how would this guy be around other Sith? He wouldn't. He would destroy them. They even said that he would consume all Sith as well. I gotta know how this guy ends up dying. I mean, it must be old age, because I can't imagine anything else killing him. But then how on earth is there a galaxy left standing with him present? But yeah, now that is it for the Old Republic cinematics and trailers and fan films. Now we're on to some trailers for The Force Unleashed. Vader.
You served your purpose well, my apprentice.
Ah, going here.
I have no further use for you.
Really? Why? Don't okay. I'm so confused. Okay. An apprentice of Vader being killed by stormtroopers. Doubt that's gonna happen. Yeah, this is Sam Witwer, Star Killer, right? He's not gonna die. Vader trained him. Is this like a test? You really? Why would you not accept death after that? This guy's Vader's apprentice, and the lights go out, and you just think, oh, what happened? You're gonna die immediately. He's so fast. Surprised with Vader's apprentice, he's allowed blue lightsabers, just not red. And decimated. One guy left alive. He holds his lightsabers like Ahsoka. He gave up. No, still killed him. Oh, that's brutal.
Betrayed by Vader for the last time.
It happened before.
The journey begins with something worth fighting for.
What was that?
Someone worth dying for.
Ooh. Okay, giant droid then. Yep, it's nothing to you. Like, oh, yes, okay, so I like this. We're seeing the blue lightsabers mixed with some dark side power.
Rest. Vader can't stop me now.
Sending all of that for him, honestly, you probably need it. He's got Ahsoka's fighting style, right? The backhanded dual lightsabers. Both the Anakin and Vader's apprentices use the same style. You're just a trash compactor. Why don't they just stop? They're not going to stand a chance. He can disintegrate things? Seriously? And Vader decided to get rid of him? Why continue? Just let him out. Why even keep fighting? And you're just taking a giant lightning blast, of course. What are you? Where did Vader find you? And blast it right back. And of course you're stronger, yep. I mean, the droid saw him, like, incinerate. Yeah, he saw him incinerate and disintegrate people. What did the droid think he can possibly do? I can't honestly feel bad for it. Give up! This is nuts. This is insane. Oh, you really... I think it's defeated. Yeah, okay. I like this. We're seeing him defeat things, but then just go too far. Clearly Vader's apprentice.
Vader can't stop me now.
He's clearly not a good guy.
Nothing can.
Like, where do you fit in the story of everything? Vader having an apprentice. Because obviously that was probably meant to kill Palpatine. He has clones. You're just going to take your pick? Okay. Well, I guess that's how you try and combat him, with himself. And you woke one up. Great. Oh dear, you made him. Okay, so that is where Starkiller is from. I've heard about him and Vader having an apprentice. Not quite sure if it was canon or not, because I can remember might have been disputed about. Because I don't see how it fits into the film stuff. Because if he could disintegrate people like that, why on earth would Vader get rid of him? Why would Palpatine let Vader get rid of him if he's that powerful? I feel like Palpatine would just throw out Vader and use him instead. Especially if you can clone them, you can make an army of them. Well, you wouldn't be able to be stopped. Yeah, definitely want more context on who Starkiller is, because, yeah, this didn't even say his name. He's just Starkiller. That's all I know what he's called. He's clearly trying to find something and trying to leave and trying to get away from Vader. He said he wanted to start... It sounded like he wanted to start something with someone to die for. That was it. Vader's betrayed him for the last time, and it has happened before. Honestly, not surprising. Then, of course, I do like the detail that he seems to also have Ahsoka's fighting style as well, so that's fun. That both Anakin and Vader's apprentices have the same fighting style. But yeah, the disintegration thing, I'm just stuck on. That's an ability. Someone can do that. We saw that with basically Sabine's weapon. That was like a big thing. You could disintegrate people with what they wore. This guy can just do it with the Force. I feel like this has to be why certain things are left out of the films and the shows, because some people are just too powerful. Nihilus, for example. Eating a planet. This guy, disintegration. At will. This stuff is too powerful to be able to fit into, I guess, a cinematic story in like a show. I mean, it could be done. I don't think it's impossible, but it would definitely be difficult with the current power levels that people are at. Like, how on earth can you see someone we know go against this? Like Kanan or Ezra, Luke, how would they go against that? Everything's close combat, basically, for a Jedi or Sith. They can't really get close to this guy. Now, I love this display of his power, because this is a good trailer for it. I think this is a game. This is an amazing trailer for the game. Like, there's so many good little details here, like him using blue lightsabers, using the lightning. It's clear that he's a mix of both light and dark, but also being raised by Vader. It is clearly implied that Vader wants to... Vader's got an apprentice to replace Palpatine. That's what he wants. But obviously this guy wasn't cut out for it. So why on earth did Vader get rid of him? That's what I want to know now. Why get rid of this guy? Because I'm assuming Vader and him partnered up could easily take Palpatine. But on to the next trailer. So this is trailer 2 for Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Death is a natural part of life.
Yoda?
Foolishly, you hold to hope for the life you once had.
Vader. Who's talking to who?
Of everything you fear to lose, you must.
You think you have a purpose, a destiny.
Uncertain and fearful you are.
I love how chaotic this feels. This is what's going on in his mind.
Confused, you have become
weak and misguided.
Hide not from yourself.
That's painful.
Accept the certainty.
Confront your fear.
Did he talk to Yoda?
Will I ever see you again?
Oh, the calm. Oh, that's beautiful. Just that light voice in the midst of hearing Yoda and Vader arguing. This is a Colosseum. Honestly, seems about right for where you would go after Vader. Where else can you go? That sounds bad. That's a Rancor. That's a dead Rancor. What killed it? A giant reptile gorilla monkey. And spider thing with whatever fangs it has. And your arms are lightning. I have questions. You gonna take that? I'm for sure. Fine, take it.
Your future is. Find yourself. You must.
That sounds positive. Leaving it up to him. Back to the blue. Yep. How do they keep that thing contained? Okay, he's taking it on. Awesome. I think I just love the power scaling of that. Just seeing this one small little human go against something so colossal. That's a great way to display his power that he's not even hesitating to take it on. Like, of course you can show off power in different ways with like abilities or whatever, but just using scale is always just really good to do. Like showing the difference between size. That's David and Goliath, that. And if obviously he's going to defeat the thing, and that just really shows how insanely strong this dude is. But I also love the little details we got from his story there. The chaos at the start, where he's walking down the corridor, destroying it with his mind, being constant chaos with the arguing that's going on in his head between Vader and Yoda. I'm assuming that's from both of them, so both of them must have talked to him. Vader, obviously. Yoda must have talked to him too. And there's the information he's gotten from either side, and it's just conflicting in his head, and it's just a nightmare to think about. Then you have the calm cut through it all, and everything stops. I love that sort of side to this character now. That he has this person in his life that's able to calm him. Obviously he's going to be filled with rage and anger being Vader's apprentice, so it makes so much sense that he can find peace through someone else that sounds like this. It's almost kind of heartwarming that that voice was able to pierce through all the noise and just make everything quiet. Yeah, I really don't see how this guy can fit into Star Wars with just how powerful he is. Like, where would he go? He's at a Colosseum, which makes sense, but you have an incredibly powerful Force user who can basically make their arms lightning. How does that fit? I feel like that has to be the reason why his canon thing has to be debated, because of just the sheer power that he wields. Yeah, on to the last trailer, which is the last one for Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Love opening up, just hearing him breathing, and just crushing a snowflake.
Where is she? Obey me, or she dies.
You caught the punch. Horrifying! And, yep, so does it not bother him? I mean, of course not. Why wouldn't it? What? And just them fighting. Okay, nuts. Short but sweet. Okay, that was a lot for 30 seconds. And so, just completely decimating a whole platoon of stormtroopers. Makes sense. And I think I even spotted in the background there was a walker that's down, so I'm assuming this entire battlefield has been caused by him. I don't think Palpatine and Vader would underestimate him. They definitely send more than just one platoon. They would send a whole army after him. And that's what's caused that giant wasteland battlefield in the background. Then I like that hint to the story. Vader's captured, I'm assuming his love, or maybe a sister, I don't know. but it's the she. It's that calming voice that was in his head. Vader has that. So yeah, it's just going to provoke him. I mean, Vader obviously has to win because he gets defeated by Luke, but how? How? Is he like immune to the Force disintegration thing that he has? He's such an insane character, and yeah, I definitely love him after this. I like the complexity to him, the power to him. I think he could work in like the shows and stuff. I feel like there's a fear. I feel like there must be a fear about adding people this powerful into the shows, but I don't think it's that big of an issue because you've balanced him well with this such a tender story where he's trying to fight for someone that's able to be the calm in his storm. But yeah, these trailers have been absolutely insane. I think they have added quite a bit to my understanding of the Old Republic and just like, I guess, Starkiller in general. Just all these little aspects of the things that have happened in the galaxy that have had major impacts on a lot of things before A Phantom Menace even started. Like just looking at just the scale of the Sith Empire, Mandalorian involvement, and the Jedi, and just what the Republic was years in the past, it really adds to a lot of the things that have been said and have happened in the current movies and stuff. Knowing Yoda talking about how they haven't seen a Sith in 1,000 years. That must have been this. This is when the last time they saw the Sith. It was this giant attack sort of thing. It was this sort of scale of conflict that spread throughout the galaxy that caused so much distrust and that caused so much destruction. I'm just really glad that I finally got to see it and actually be able to picture some of this stuff when people are talking about it in the shows and when you guys are talking about this stuff. I absolutely love what this adds for me, for the Sith, and just my understanding of them being a giant unorganized, well, kind of organized organization, but being so self-destructive. Seeing these characters like Malgus betray all this stuff where he's found a new truth to follow, Revan, who joined it to try and learn their secrets and then went out of it to become some kind of outside-ish person, and then Nihilus, who, yeah, there's no way anyone could work with that guy. It's just destruction. That's all there is to it. His presence alone destroyed a planet. It's so clear now why the Sith Empire fell, why the Rule of Two was necessary, and it honestly kind of makes Darth Bane look like a hero to them. He's the only reason they survived this long. And then Palpatine goes and messes it up by being greedy and exposing the Sith and no longer being in the rule of and then actually coming out of the shadows and starting the Empire up again. But this also has changed like a picture for me. It's no longer Palpatine's Empire. He's rebirthed the Sith Empire. That's what it is. For this time, he's called it like the Sith Empire, but it's never really hit the same way as it does now. It's always just been Palpatine's Empire. That's it. It's not. It's the Sith's Empire that he's brought back. It's this that he's brought into the future. And getting to know Starkiller's story was definitely worth it. Just seeing this person with such an insane level of power and just seeing the tenderness of his story, it's really sweet. And I like just knowing that Vader had that side where he was going to betray Palpatine. He made an apprentice, basically, made clones of them, made several to train and then to use to go against Palpatine, to usurp him and continue the Rule of Two. That's what he wanted. It's just nice to know that he was going to do that. He was a full-on Sith. It's not like Anakin's was in there at that point. It was fully Vader, fully a Sith, doing everything a Sith would do. Hey, these have been such a joy to watch. Just seeing the animation quality improve as a whole was just fun. And then just seeing the actual sides of the Star Wars galaxy, which I've only ever heard about. The Sith are just insane, and they really make Palpatine and Vader feel a little small in comparison, and definitely Nihilus, with just the planet killer. He's basically a living Death Star. And that could be where Palpatine got the inspiration from, really. And he didn't even need a Kyber crystal. It's just his innate power that's able to do that. It's just insane to think about how much actually went on before the Phantom Menace that built this universe and this galaxy. You had a gigantic war with the Sith, the Republic, and this is just a great way to actually put it in my mind now. It's always been there in the background. I've know bits of the history, but now I've actually seen parts of it. It really adds to the depth of everything going on, and really adds to Palpatine's overall defeat, that the last of the Sith have been destroyed. This whole history of everything has finally come to an end. I think I just really enjoyed getting to know quite a few of the Sith that existed in the Sith Empire. Malgus, awesome. Just being this conquering unit that was able to destroy so much and accomplish so much. Being able to take over Coruscant, deceive the Jedi, and just destroy the Jedi Temple, basically. He stormed in then, he was unfazed by everything, and even after all of that, he was able to come to the conclusion himself that both sides were wrong and to betray it all. Definitely want to know what happened after this and just what he got up to after betraying the Sith. Like, what's left for him? He got the holocron, and then I would assume he wants to go and find other Jedi children, so I'm guessing he might be starting his own order or something to find the people that the Jedi left behind. Then we have Revan, clearly amazing, being a Jedi that went to the Sith, became a Sith Lord, turned away from it and became something else entirely, and actually being the one which sounds like destroyed the Sith Empire, being the savior to the galaxy. I'm surprised he isn't mentioned more in the actual movies and shows, being someone of this like power and presence and history in the galaxy. We also did get to know a bit about Malak, who seems to be a Sith, but of course that story was mainly just to hype up Revan and just see his kind of power. Malak and South was kind of it showcased two types of the Sith. The ones that are trying to follow the code but are still locked inside of it, who are still in the prison. They have not achieved victory, so they are not free. Revan, on the other hand, is free. He was the one that got victory. It's showing the two sides, one who's accomplished the code, one who's still working on it. And it just really emphasised the power of Revan, just how amazing that guy is. Then lastly, we got to know Nihilus, who is just insanely powerful. We didn't even really get to know him. We don't know anything about him, just his power. And it's just a presence. He just exists and destroys. That's it. He's basically a living black hole. I mean, his presence alone just proves that the Sith end up destroying themselves because they all seek power, they all seek destruction, and this is what comes from that. The ability to destroy, and it seems kind of out of his control. He intended to, I'm assuming, destroy that planet, but someone was left alive afterwards, and they wanted to die, so it's clear that he hasn't mastered this ability. So wherever he goes, I'm assuming, he can't activate it or turn it on and off, he just goes there and it happens. So what other Sith would want to work with him? And then there's Starkiller. After hearing about him for a while and just hearing how impressive he sounded, this is awesome to finally just get to see him and just see him in action. He has the ability to disintegrate stormtroopers. That's nuts. I'm assuming that would go to anyone who isn't Force sensitive. Vader seemed to not be bothered by it, and if it did work, I'm assuming he would have used it by now. So it seems like anyone who's Force sensitive can block this ability, which is just insane. But I love that just hearing the story there. He was Vader's apprentice who got kicked out for some reason and found someone that was able to calm his storm. She had that soft, soothing voice that was able to break through all the noise and get through to him and just stop the chaos. And I love that scene of him walking down the corridor in the Colosseum and just everything behind him drop. No more Vader, no more Yoda in his head, just that calm voice that just seemed to just make everything better. But with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you thought about these videos in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next one for The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 1. See ya!